What is going on, chaos? Guys, today we're going to do something a little different. I haven't done one of these before on here, so I thought I would. What gave me the idea? I was struggling with a certain, just something that I do every day. There's always some little struggle going on, not a big deal. Um, but if you have just got in a wheelchair or you know somebody that is, whatever the situation might be, if you have any questions about what it's like to have muscular dystrophy or just to be in a wheelchair, questions like how do people react to you? Um, how does MD, which is muscular dystrophy, for those who don't know, how does that affect you? How does that affect your everyday life? So there's a lot of these videos out there, but I don't have one. So I'm going to be on here. I am drinking, or going to be drinking this Coke. I got the Coke with the Santa on it there. I'm going to crack open this bad boy here. As you guys know, I go by Tony, but my name is Anthony. So just call me Tony. You can call me Tone. When I was a teenager, they used to call me Tone. Tone Loke, all that's just a lot of funny names. Now, when I was in elementary school, they would call me Tony Baloney, which is just to mess with me. Which, if you've ever been in school, which most of us have, you know, yeah, kids are just that way. Most of it was just kind of innocent, just and poking at you, especially when you're boys or men. We never really grow up, a lot. We do, but we don't. We still mess with each other. That's how we communicate. You know, hey, you SOB. But we're just kidding. But I'm gonna take a drink of this nice Coke. Did you know Coca-Cola used to be made with real cocaine? If you don't know that, now you do. A factory a long time ago actually got raided. People that worked there, even the bosses, got arrested for a little while. They came in there with guns, rifles, get on the ground. We're taking all your shit. It was serious. So no longer does Coca-Cola contain cocaine. But if you ever have, I'm trying to think what it's called now. I can't believe I can't think of it. Corrosion on your battery terminals. Coca-Cola, if it's Diet Coke or regular Coke, I would recommend better. Either will work. Pour it on the corrosion, and it'll just eat the corrosion away. It makes you think, right? Makes you think we're putting this in our stomachs. But so I'm just gonna go and just say a couple things. Let's start out with the positives, okay? I'm a half glass full kind of guy most of the time. I think sometimes I'm not. When you're in a wheelchair, whatever reason it might be, you have VIP parking. You get to park up front, closer than everybody else. That's pretty cool. It's a perk. Uh, at amusement parks, I don't do this, and I wouldn't do this because it's just the way I am. But you can literally cut in front of everyone in line. Yeah. Yeah. So if you go to Disney World or Six Flags or whatever it is, Silver Dollar City, Branson, Missouri, wherever you can cut in line, you always have a place to sit. Your shoes last forever, it seems like. I literally had people I worked with say, dude, like, how long have you had those shoes? I've known you for a year and a half, and they look the same as they did when I saw you, when I met you. I'm like, well, I don't walk, man. That's it's part of the deal. So your shoes stay nice. Um, you do get people that open doors for you most of the time, which is nice. It's respectful and awesome. It's really cool. Um, Chivalry, manners. It's not gone. It's a lot less, but it's not gone. But I do hope somebody comes on here and just has a question. Ask me anything. I don't get offended. I make jokes. I love handicap jokes about people in wheelchairs. I think it's freaking hilarious because you have to laugh about your problems or they're just going to beat you down. So I figured, you know what? Instead of getting all PO'd about my struggle ago, I'm gonna do live. I'm gonna do a live, and I want to educate people and let them know, you know, don't be afraid to walk up to somebody in a wheelchair. Just treat them like normal. Just treat them like normal. Treat them like normal. Don't baby talk them. Don't grab a hold of the chair and just start pushing them for no reason. You got to ask that first, of course. But don't be all freaked out and paranoid. It's like if a man is, let's say society makes numbers of how good looking you are. This is the way it is. Let's say you think you're number 6 and there's a number 10 woman there. You're scared to death to go talk to her. I don't know what to say. That's the way people are when it comes to going to talk to a person in a wheelchair. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to act. Just be yourself. It would be the same thing approaching an attractive woman. Just be yourself. Don't be a jerk. Don't be condescending. Just be yourself. Don't worry about it. If they get offended for you just wanting to talk to them, then they're not very nice. And contrary to belief, not everybody in a wheelchair has a halo. There's a lot of people in wheelchairs that aren't very nice people. Okay? It's just the way it is. So don't expect every time you walk up to somebody in a wheelchair to be nice. It's not going to happen. It's just like walking up to anybody. Even if they're walking, not everybody's nice. So I'll give you that heads up. No, I know I don't do lives really very often at all. Usually we just do things. Right now we're kind of in a slump, or not a slump, but we're in a slow area right now. I'm hoping to get a trail cam for Christmas. And it's going to be one that you can see. It'll see at night. So we will be able to, you guys can watch these videos. We'll see raccoons, coyotes, everything that creeps and crawls at night. You're going to be able to see it. So we're going to do that. Whether I get one for Christmas or I have to wait till January and buy it myself. Look forward to trail cam footage. And I'm sorry I look so washed out. I'm in front of a window. I don't have a curtain. So I look like the whitest man on earth. And I'm actually pretty dark toned, But yeah, any questions, please come on, have a discussion with me. Ask me some questions, I'm pretty much a veteran at YouTube. I've been doing this for a while. Me and my nephew were actually monetized at one time. We lost our channel. I don't even want to say why because I'm still kicking myself in the teeth for it happening. It was a stupid mistake. And lost the channel. So, yeah. Now, I'll tell you about it. Can't leave you hanging. I thought for sure, of course, I have my Microsoft password written down somewhere. Of course. Something happened. We got logged out. Never got to log back in again. Simple things like that happen. And you would think you could be like, can we can I talk to somebody privately or kind of show my security number, my you can see it's my face on there. I have a driver's license. But no, Google won't do it. I'm not mad at Google or YouTube for it because they're just doing their job. Because there's a lot of hackers and scumbags that want to steal your stuff. So I don't blame YouTube for not letting me get back into the channel because they're just doing their job. It sucks, but So hello, I see one up top there. If you have a question for me about what it's like to be in a wheelchair or to have MD, shoot, ask anything you want. I'm an open book. I had some struggles this morning, and if you've never been on the channel before and you ever see me, you can see how I'm kind of. This has a elevator on it, the seat. So I'll show you that, so you know that you can tell this is a power wheelchair. Not a manual wheelchair anymore. I can't I can't roll them very good. So anything. There is actually good things to be in a wheelchair. VIP parking. You get to cut in line at Six Flags. I don't ever do that because I'm just that kind of person. I'm like, no. I'm like you guys. I just can't walk. So I don't feel like I have the right to cut in line because I'm in a wheelchair. I just don't do it. Your shoes never wear out. Well, eventually, but a long time. It takes a long time for them to wear out. People open doors for you if they're not, the power open doors, which a lot of places are now. I was struggling this morning. I thought, you know what? Instead of getting PO'd about it, let's do a video. Let's do a video and have people ask. Maybe you just got in a wheelchair. Maybe you have a family member that's in one. Maybe you don't know how to approach someone. I will tell you those answers. Now, MD is muscular dystrophy. It takes your muscle and it eats it pretty much. It eats it until it slowly ruins your life. Is pretty much what it does. It kind of, I used to walk around like everybody else. Then I went to a cane, to a manual wheelchair, and then to a power wheelchair. I always have a place to sit, which is, this thing goes 6.5 miles an hour. I can just literally go in. That's my motor kicking in. It's not a brushless motor, so it makes that when the motor kicks in and out. But goes 6.5 miles an hour. That is a fast jog. And I can go for like 10 miles straight without stopping. I guarantee you. I don't care how good a shape a person's in. You couldn't keep up with me. You might for a while. But in the end, I'll leave you in the dust because you can't do it unless you're an Olympic runner or or you're one of those people who runs, 10 miles every morning, something like that. You're not going to be able to keep up. So, I don't know. There's the bad part. I try to be half glass full about it, which I'm not all the time. I do think about sometimes what would I have done with my life? I'm 49 years old now. I'll be 50 before you know it, and it's like, wow. I've been in a wheelchair since 35, 36, something like that. And I think about, man, all the hiking and the biking and the climbing and the just the things that I missed out on. It's a little depressing. But the thing is, though, is you can't focus on that. Oh, that looks better. I don't look so pale. I still look pale, but I'm not really this white. It's just the light from the window. So, who do I have the pleasure of having on the stream? You don't have to say anything. You can just say there's just sit there and listen. That's fine. But if you have a question, uh, or maybe you want to talk about, maybe you're in a wheelchair, maybe you're having a bad day, or maybe you have some advice for me. You know, I don't know. I don't know you. You are a number one. That's what I know about you right now. That's as far as I know about you. That's it. Uh, but yeah, it's being in a wheelchair has had a nervous breakdown one time, and I've been on mental medication ever since. Depression, anger. Um, it really does a number on you. Sometimes some people handle it like a champ, and they never have nothing happen. I snapped. I'm like, I can't deal with this. What's going on? I can't walk. Are you kidding me? You mean I can't go to the gym? I can't build muscle. You know, so it's like I was already born with ADHD, Tourette syndrome. Now I have IED, which is intermittent explosive disorder. So I have to be very, very cautious. And I have these pills I take called clonazepams, or as I call them, chill pills. I can get mad at the wind, can blow wrong, and I'll get PO'd. So it's definitely put me at odds with certain people. It's put me at odds with my family at times. I am a decent man, but I do make mistakes, like everybody. I'm not perfect, but it's affected me not just physically, but also mentally. But I keep trucking. I keep trucking because it's like the song "The Dance" by Garth Brooks. He says, "I could have missed." He said, "I what was it? I'm trying to think about what he said. I haven't heard that song in forever." He said, "I would have missed the pain. I could have missed the pain, but I would have missed the dance." And so I think about that. So of course, what that means is, like, I could take the easy route out. Wink, wink. I'm not going to say the word, which is never do that. Never do that. It's never the way. Uh, Even though I go through mental, physical shite every day, it's still worth it because I don't want to miss the dance. I don't want to miss certain things. My sister's about to get married, and I never thought that would happen. I didn't think she would really want to. But she is. So I'm about to get a brother-in-law who's an amazing man. He's a professional electrician. Not just he learned some stuff from his dad. This man went to school for this stuff. He's very intelligent with electronics, or not electronics, but with electricity. Uh, Very hardworking man, makes good money. My sister is just glowing. She's so happy, which is great to see. Um, oh, itchy nose. So it's pretty cool. We moved. We now live 100 and maybe 150 feet from them. my future brother-in-law, and my sister. So we now have family that's closer, which is always good to have family around because you never know. Like, we have one vehicle. What happens if your one vehicle breaks down and you just need to go run an errand? Brother-in-law, sis, can you please take this to the mailbox for me? You know what I mean? Or vice versa. We do something for them. It's good to have. It's good to have family. I do appreciate you coming on and giving some watch time. Um, I know we haven't been consistent like every single day, uploading. I've been trying to do these little experiments and stuff with, you know, like we got here's a bottle with dye in it. Been doing like, baking soda, vinegar things, blowing things up with mortar, fireworks shell things. Uh, we have a lot more of that coming. We have a microwave, a full size microwave that just quit on us. And my nephew is going to put 3 of them in this microwave, 3 mortars. He's going to have the wicks outside the door. He's going to close the door. He's going to tie the wicks together. He's going to light them. And believe me and you, this microwave is gone. Rest in peace, microwave. So I think a lot of people like that. They like carnage. They like stuff that blows up. I mean, think about it. Look at Mythbusters. They blew up a cement truck like it was a piece of cake. It was just. If you've never seen that, if you've never watched, they're not on anymore. Grant Imahara passed away, the Asian man that was on Mythbusters. So rest in peace, Grant Imahara. To him, he was really intelligent, smart, awesome man. But if you've never seen the episode where they blew up a cement truck, watch it. You're gonna freak. It was like a millisecond. It went from cement truck to pieces that could have went thousands of feet. I don't know how far, but a long way. So our plan, since this is called Chaos Awakens, our plan is to just slowly get into that kind of stuff. We're going to start out, we've blown up a TV. We've blown up a tower fan. We blew up an old, some people call them ghetto blasters, but I don't think that's really a good term to use these days. But just a old school radio, like a 90s radio. We blew that up. But of course, with blowing things up, you have to be safe. So we want to build up slowly our safety, blowing bigger things up. We want to do things like Mythbusters did in time, because you can't be stupid or you're going to die or lose fingers or arms or maybe your head. So we're trying to be safe. The little experiments I've done lately, I've been trying to hold us over, until January. I'm going to buy some fireworks, some mortars. And see, the thing is, my brother-in-law works a lot. I'm in a wheelchair. I don't work. I'm on SSI. I'm home all the time. So we try to save blowing things up for when he's around so he can enjoy it too. So what I'm going to do is, like, when he can't be here, having my own mortars, I can blow things up. When he's not here, I can, set up a bunch of cans and just small things like that and just do some silly stuff that'll keep content for you guys coming in. And then you guys get to see the bigger stuff blow up. So, really this is, you can, and also you can ask questions about the channel. It doesn't have to be just about wheelchairs. You can ask me, what the, future of the channel might hold. And I've kind of just, kind of told you. The world's changed, guys. AI seems to be taking over YouTube, and you know, some people are getting lazy. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Um, actually, no, I'm not sorry. It's just the truth. Some people are getting lazy. They use this stuff, and I understand that it's the next thing. Ooh, it's cool, but you didn't have to do hardly anything to get views. So now there's this new thing called bimbo something, right? Bimbo doesn't even. If you go look at the term bimbo, it has nothing to do with a female. Look it up. Look up bimbo. It has nothing to do with a girl looking like a hoochie mama, looking like a hoochie. It has nothing. We just made it into that. Society made it into that. Like the word gay. The word gay used to mean happy, and not anymore. They just changed it up. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying we change things up in this world. It might have used to meant one thing, and that means this. I mean, this is the cancel culture. I mean, it's we literally canceled Pluto. Oh, this has been a planet all these decades and decades and decades. Well, now it's not a planet. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you freaking joking? They're canceling everything. Now, here's one thing. In the cancel culture, I'm glad that it's here in a way, because all the weirdos and the perverts and the pedos, all those guys are getting called out, and they're getting what's coming to them. So karma is, she's not nice. And so from P. Diddy's freak off parties to the island where all the presidents went and did, the island I'm talking about. There's kids there. You know what I'm saying. So I'm glad cancel culture is canceling these people out, because they deserve exactly what they're getting. That is going to jail. I have no respect for somebody who messes with kids. None. Zero. I have zero tolerance for that. But anyway, back to the wheelchair situation. I kind of go off on tangents sometimes, but so there's just some of my thoughts to you guys. If you have any thoughts that you want to say, you want to put in the chat, go ahead. You want to comment? So we have half a charge on my laptop. So it is December. I can't even. I'm freaking 13th. That's what it is. 13th. Laptop shaking. But I do appreciate you being here, whoever you are. Thank you so much. Yeah. Just chilling. Waiting for somebody to ask some questions. And this is how you can tell society has changed, right? This kind of video, it's not where it's at anymore. It's all political, or it's these guys that use AI and they're ruining my childhood memories by making Daphne and Velma look like hoochie mamas, and they do these little Panavision things, or they even on Fallout 4. There's a lady on there they put on there, and she puts Dolly Parton to shame. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that kind of stuff sells, right? It sells. I mean, I do personally appreciate what you guys do for this channel, but it is also a business. But I don't think that it's cool that AI is allowed to be on here changing things up and they're getting views, because they're using computer to change things around. I don't think it's fair to the small YouTubers, the ones that can't afford fancy computers. Maybe, or maybe they just don't have the highest IQ in the world. Okay, maybe they don't know how to operate all these editing things that other people do. It's just not fair. You know, I think that YouTube is definitely gone downhill, and I hope it changes. To be honest, because it does make it hard on small guys like us, like me, my nephew, my family to start. This is really a family channel. You know, a lot of people are involved. My sister's involved. My mom, she helped me with one of the experiments. But I guess I'll get off here. Um, but even though you guys didn't make the live, besides the one who's on here, so thank you very much. Uh, if you have any questions, just put it in the comments and I'll get you back. I will message you back. Promise you. You guys have a great day and a Merry Christmas. Peace, love, and Pringles.